Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Crimi-Trent and today is Silly Saturday. So let's make some silly, fun, cute Valentines. These Valentines I'm going to show you a tutorial is based off of a card that I designed for a client a long time ago. This is one of my cards that I created for Gina B Designs. I don't know how many years ago, but it's super cute. I love it. And so I give you a step-by-step on really how to do this particular design, but I give you the tutorial on how to draw this owl. But you see right here, I just show you a different way to make a card. So let's get started. Okay, to start, well, let me just draw the owl for you. It's pretty simple. Basically, it's a big old round U. Put the triangle, curve it, triangle, ears, and you got the big eyes. Attach them, round circles, and a triangle, and a curved line, and a curved line, and then you got the feet. Oh, and then of course you got to be able to draw a heart and the eyes. If you didn't want to draw that type of owl, I can give you another owl, a side owl. So the pointy ears again, curve a line, and we're going to pull it down like that. How's that? Feet. It's called side owl. Again, with the eyes, and then you can put a little thing here if you want. But there's two types of owls. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, to get the gingham look that I did on the card for the backing, let me show you how I did that. I just have my paint here. I have medium red and crimson, and I have rose. I mixed some medium red and crimson. I'm gonna get this fairly wet on my brush. I'm using a number 8 Neptune brush. You can use whatever brush works for you. So, you know, you're just making these lines that go straight down like so. I did mine on hot press paper. You're just basically making lines straight down like this. And then what you got to do is let this dry. You may be using a hairdryer or just let it dry on its own. So we're going to let this dry, then we'll come back. Okay, so now it's dry. You take the same paint and you just crisscross it. See, and it naturally has the gingham darkness of where the two lines meet right in the middle, because you're overlapping it. And you can leave it just like this and it looks perfectly like a gingham. Or you can go in like, see, I did this. I just put on just a touch shade darker and just filled in the square area right here. And just to pop it up a little more, you can just go back in. I wouldn't do this when it's wet because it might bleed to the other side, but you see what I'm saying? I'm just going into this particular area right here and just punching it up just a tad bit more so you really see that's a gingham. And that's how you do the background. Let's get started on the owl. Okay, so I've drawn my little owl on my scrap, and I'm going to fill in this guy with some of the same color paint. I'm not going to fill in the eyes and the nose because I want the eyes to be white and the nose to be yellow, and if I put this pink color down where the yellow goes, well, it won't be yellow. Just going to fill this in. Now you could fill the whole entire owl in this color. We'll go back and do the feather part in a bit. We're just going to put down the basic color. The whole thing in here. Da 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 da. Now, if you didn't want to make it pink, well, you can go make it like a normal type of color, like a gray or pale beige, and maybe just make the eyes with the hearts in them pink, which could be nice. Just fill this in. While this is still wet, you can go add in a little bit darker. Just bleed that into the top, on the edges of the ears, the body. You see, it's starting to do that crust thing right here. So you can clean up your brush, tap it on the paper towel, and mush it around. So we don't have that hard edge. Add in some of the darker down here. If you want to get even darker, tap it in here. You want to get less wet paint so it won't have that crust. But if it does, like I said, you can just clean up your brush, go in and just mush it around. You can have a nice bleed around by the eyes too. Now see that dried, and just push it in, fill in the color, and that's fine. And around the nose. So that edge is darker, as you see, but as I've stated before, go in, clean up your brush, some water on there, and just push it around. You're smoothing out that dark edge. You can go back in and add some darker tones again, and smooth it out. Clean up the brush, let it dry. That's how you mush it, smooth it out. See that? Again, you want to get a little darker on top, just on the edges. You can go back in here. While that's drying, we can work on the little hearts in the eyes. That's easy. And just take pink or red, whatever color you want to use. It could be red, because you can mix this up between reds and pinks. I might just do red on this. I'm just going to make little heart eyes. Like so. So I made these more red than pink. Just changing up the two different colorways, pinks and reds. Kind of cute. Cute. So now I'm going to let this dry and come back and do the wings. So that guy's dry. I'm going to go in and take some darker, mixing the medium red with some crimson. I'm going to fill this in. I want this darker than the other one. Just fill that in. Like so. And this is going to dry a little bit lighter, so if you want to make it even darker, which I'm going to add in some more concentrated color and push that in on the edges, let it bleed into the center. So I'm just mushing it around. And even more darker. There's a lot of paint in there right now, but see how much the contrast is nice. While that's starting to dry, we can put the little feet in. basically like a yellow, a little bit of red, make it like yellow orange. It's a little bright, so add a touch of burnt umber, just to dull it down a tad. We'll put the little feet in. Okay, so this is still very wet. We're gonna have to dry this and come back. All right, now that it's dry, I'm gonna take some of the crimson. I'm gonna add a touch of indigo. Oops, it's making it look too purple. So I'm gonna have my brush, grab way more crimson. Now it's dark reddish color, add a little medium red, and you get this deep dark red. And you can make, you don't have to do what I'm doing, you can make more hearts, polka dots. I'm just, since it's a plaid situation in the beginning, I'm going to do more plaid. So how I do the plaid is a line, then a single line, a line, then another line, parallel lines, space between each other like that. And then you could either crisscross it like this, which I'm going to do, or crisscross it diagonal, whatever way you want to do it. I just thought it'd be kind of cute doing plaids and plaids, and I've shown this in some of my other videos, the Christmas ones. Isn't that cute? Now you can keep it this way. You can go in and add a small, grab the red, pink. You don't want this dark red. The crimson, a little medium red. Get it fairly wet so it won't be so concentrated. And you can go in and add little polka dots. And they can be tiny or they can be big. I'm doing tiny ones. Just to give both sections a pattern. Clean up my brush and I'm going to paint in the nose. And there's a cute little nose. Now we're going to cut it out. Now that it's done, you could leave a little white halo, which I'm doing here. I have to cut over these things first. It's still a little wet. All right, so I'm going to cut this out and come back. Okay, so I cut them out, and then I put on the back of the owl these foam squares. You can get these at a craft store. They're sticky on both sides. Now I stuck it like that, and then you can stick it down like so. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. You can write on there, I'll be yours, you know, things like that if you want to do it. I'll just leave it like this, so that once you give the card away, if they want to just slice off this part and use it as decor, which would be kind of cool. Stick in a little frame, be kind of cute. But I thought this would be a fun little Valentine exercise that you could do with friends or your grandkids or whoever, you know. They're kind of cute and fun. Like I said, you can change up the colorway. You can make the owl gray, everything gray actually, and just the eyes red. Be experimental. Try things out, you know. do your own thing. It's kind of fun to try it out. I mean, it's just cute too, but you can make the colors completely different too. Like I said, the background could be a totally different color. But I just thought I'd give you a fun little craft idea with watercolor to do for Silly Saturday. So I hope you liked this tutorial. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day.